dias from Gracia. This is the Rorschach Spain update from the 18th of January, 2024. Quick summary of what's going down in Spain. Kicking off this week, El País and Cadena Sur Barometer January polls reveal that 1 in 3 Spanish households struggle to make it to the end of the month. Around 30% of respondents say they struggle to make ends meet. Around 20% said their mental health is deteriorated due to the cost of living. But in some good news, government coalition passed decrees last week to help residents with living costs. The electricity VAT will continue to be reduced. Until June, there won't be any changes in the VAT on certain food items. For instance, there won't be VAT on basic items like bread, milk, eggs, vegetables. Regarding transport, tickets will still be 50% cheaper for residents. As the government pledges to subsidize 30% of those costs, autonomous regions will pay the 20% difference. Speaking of the autonomous regions, Galicia is gearing up for its 2024 regional elections on Sunday, the 18th of February, where all 75 seats are up for grabs. However, the region also faces an environmental battle because hundreds of small white plastic nurdles, as we've reported, appeared on the regional beaches in December after falling off a cargo ship, affecting local ecosystems and disrupting the party electoral campaign in Galicia. Alfonso Rueda, the Partido Popular's candidate for the Galician government, or Junta de Galicia, has been using his pre-campaign to predictably address the pellets on Galician beaches by openly attacking Pedro Sanchez, of course, his government, for a recent rally in A Coruña, criticizing the central government for not addressing the microplastics turning up on Galician beaches or in getting sufficiently involved, according to the PP guy. Meanwhile, central government is focusing its energy on making Spain a global leader in protecting children from porn. In an El País interview published on Sunday, the 14th of January, Sanchez revealed that the data on adult content is devastating, showing that porn is affecting teen development. Save the Children 2020 study revealed that as many as 70% of 13 to 17-year-olds watch porn in Spain, while about 50% surveyed said they were exposed to it before they turned 12. To bolster online safety, Spain plans to implement a comprehensive age verification system, including a dedicated app and a greater parental controls, addressing gaps in the 2022 audiovisual communication law, which only applies to EU companies operating in Spain. Companies like Pornhub are Canadian, so it doesn't apply to them. A task force of 50 experts will guide measures to enhance online safety and limit adolescent phone use. The initiative aligns with broader European efforts, including stricter rules for certain porn websites. Moving on to Cádiz, the annual official Cádiz Carnival Group Competition, or COAC, finishes on the 20th of January, but since it started on Saturday the 13th, the 2024 edition has made some waves on social media. Carnival showcases social criticism through humor and music by groups of comparsas. These are groups of singers who sing chirigotas, or Spanish choral folk songs. On Saturday the 13th, Children from Neptune, or Las Hijas de Neptuno, a children's group, stood out by singing in Catalan, Gallego, and Basque, celebrating different languages in Spain, saying that having these different languages on the peninsula is a treasure. Their performance, which portrays characters from Neptune, went viral on social media and earned praise for promoting linguistic diversity and freedom of expression. However, reactions weren't all positive. Some users, the knuckle-dragging morons, have criticized the children's parents for pushing political agendas. While the South has power struggles, Sumar, the executive coalition partner led by Yolanda Díaz, is increasing pressure on PSOE this week. On Monday the 15th, Sumar submitted questions to the Congress of Deputies inquiring if the government intends to support South Africa's lawsuit against Israel for the accusation of genocide. These questions focus on the government's stance towards the lawsuit and whether they will support it before the United Nations International Court of Justice. They have also asked if Spain will provide legal assistance to South Africa if they need it, and how they plan to promote peaceful solutions alongside UN resolutions. Since the 7th of October, Sumar has consistently condemned war crimes by both parties and criticized Israel's military action. Speaking of aid, a report by the Kiel Institute, a research organization based in Germany, has revealed how much military aid has been publicly given to Ukraine since February 2022 and where from. Germany was the second highest donor last year with around 17 billion euros, while USA was first with 43 billion. On the other hand, Spain gave the least out of its neighbors with a meager 340 million euros. Its neighbors, France, contributed an also meager 540 million euros, while Italy contributed 690 million euros. But Spain was the lowest. Another year, another tax campaign. Or La Renta, the bane of many people's lives in Spain. The tax agency has started preparing for the 2024 income campaign, and surprise, surprise, there are a few changes. One of the biggest is the deadline, as taxpayers will have 8 more days to complete the income tax return. Residents can submit their tax returns from the 3rd of April until the 1st of July. The minimum declaration has also changed, as it won't be mandatory for taxpayers earning less than 15,000 euros to declare, unlike previous years when the minimum was 14,000. The minimum declaration clause won't apply to self-employed people, though, who will still have to complete their declaration forms even if they don't meet the minimum income threshold. However, deductible expenses could reduce bills by almost 7%, although these are historically quite difficult to justify. In a historic moment, Mar Galceran, the PP candidate, became Spain's first member of parliament with Down syndrome in September. Down España, a federation movement for the rights of Spaniards with Down syndrome, says that Galceran may be the first person with Down syndrome to serve in a European regional parliament. As a member of Valencia's regional assembly, Galceran leapt to the EU regional parliament, marks a significant milestone, challenging prejudices and advocating for a broader understanding of her identity beyond her disability. Next up, in a groundbreaking development, Barcelona court recently ruled in favor of a former content moderator for CCC Barcelona Digital Services, a subcontracted entity under TELUS International that moderates Meta's content. The court acknowledged the employee's claim that they suffered severe anxiety and continuous illness due to daily exposure to sensitive and disturbing content while reviewing Meta's products for 8 hours a day. This case is the first acknowledgement of its kind in Spanish history, officially classifying it as a work-related accident. Importantly, the court rejected the company's claim that the employees had pre-existing mental health issues. Eye roll. It highlighted the mental health challenges that content moderators face and emphasized the responsibility of moderation companies to address the psychological consequences of their work. Well done. Other former and current employees are also filing lawsuits against the two companies for similar reasons. Fantastic. Hope they win. To close this edition, for film enthusiasts, scenes from Netflix's latest blockbuster, Society of the Snow, directed by Spanish film director J.A. Bayona, was shot in the Sierra Nevada mountains in Andalusia, a substitute for the Andes mountain range in South America. Film is an accurate retelling of the historical 1972 Andes flight crash where 16 out of 40 passengers survived under very harsh conditions. Despite narrowly missing out on the 2024 Golden Globes for Best Foreign Language Film, Society of the Snow is proving very popular, reaching over 51 million views, according to the streaming service. Want to know more about the Sierra Nevada mountain region? Link in the show notes. And that's it for this week. Thanks for listening. Lots of you are listening via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Thanks, especially to those of you who subscribe there. If you ever want to download an episode and just send the very small MP3 audio file to somebody in a messaging app because you think they might be interested, you can download each and every episode on our own website, www.rorschach.com/Spain. Find the link in the show notes. Thank you. Hasta la próxima.